Complete Taxi. Trigger warning. The following film contains themes of abuse and violence that may impact some viewers. Audience discretion is advised. There's always got to be a few warnings when Complete is doing an episode of Fake Taxi. Actually, no. Let me get serious, because I believe this is the song on his album Death Rattle where he obviously gets into a taxi, he gets into a cab, and he tells a story. I don't want to spoil it because I know some people watch a song for the first time by watching my reaction, so you watch it along with me. So I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen this. If you have, then you understand what happens in this song. I'm 99% sure this is that song. And now he's just releasing the visuals.
746 Whitford Ave.
It is. This is the song. Okay, so I'm gonna try and pause as little as possible because I want the story to flow, but I am gonna pause it at certain points. You know me, I'm not the reactor to just sit there and just nod my head, but I'm gonna try and let it run as much as possible during this reaction. This is one of my favourite tracks off the album, arguably my favourite, so I'm glad he's done visuals for this.
Hey mate, how's your night been? Busy as hell? Guess it's always pretty busy in the city at 12. My friend was meant to get me in a City XL, but the idiot fell asleep cause he was pissy as well. Well, anyway, what time did you start your shift? Do you charge a bit more when you're driving it after 6? I'm just happy for finding a faster lift. I'm off to see my sister, she's finding it hard to live.
I like how effortless and seamless the storytelling is. Obviously, he's making it seem like a conversation. And although he's not getting any reply, the the dialogue, should I say, naturally just evolves. It doesn't seem... It's a weird blend between him not seeming like he's talking to himself, but also... I don't know how to explain it.
A while back she was drunk at a mate's event, just having a good time with a bunch of her greatest friends. She later went to leave and was slumped on a stranger then. He must have just raped her, she was flung to the grey cement. And I could say she was covered in grazes when she walked in the door naked, her stutter's not making sense. She tried to wash off all the blood but her face was drenched. Whoever the fuck did it's a fucking disgrace to men. Aye, but anyway, I know that I'm oversharing. Can I wind the window down to hopefully blow some air in? Thanks mate, this weather is fucking shit, this sweating...
So it's like that was a subtle response without somebody else saying anything. He's like, can you roll the window down? And then Complete replies with thanks. So it's almost like there could have been a response from the driver, and Complete's obviously just kept his side of the dialogue moving. It's like there is a back and forth with only one person speaking. That's how I'm going to explain it.
Can suck a dick, oh, though you condone the swearing. Sorry man, my brain's in a strange state. I'm just picturing my sister in pain in that laneway. That laneway where she fainted and stayed laid down till her mates found her and came to her aid. Great, now I'm crying and I'm looking like a grumpy bastard. My heart sunk when they took it to my mum's apartment. At first I mistook her for a drunken harlot. I wanna know who even put her with the cunt to start with. Ah shit, we're getting close to the destination. Sorry for rambling, I bet you're hoping for extra payment. The next left is the exit bro and the rest is straight then. Yeah, this road, go extra slow, I respect your patience. It's hard to spot it cause the area's dim. Wait, there it is on the left, a little scary and grim, but just park up here. This is where she has been. This is the cemetery that we buried her in. Where to begin? Well, she died like a month ago. All those bad memories in her mind's while she hung the rope. And right beside where it was tied lied her fucking phone. I looked through it just to try find some comfort, bro. Just to know any messages she sent, any comments, any notes or efforts from sweet friends. The camera had an incredibly clean lens, so I looked at all the photos and then I just seemed tense. I'll leave when I've told you this. What I'm trying to say is on the night that this guy had raped her and tried to drive away, as he left she got a photo of his license plate. That's why you're gonna die today, motherfucker!
Cold. Listen, I've heard this song before, so I knew that twist was there. But I remember the first time listening, fuck me, I was like, what the fuck? For me, it's interesting when you've listened to a song with only the audio multiple times and then you get the visuals, because the visuals, what you physically see in this video here, may be different to what you imagine. It's the same as reading a book and then versus watching a film, or being told a story versus watching, I don't know, a documentary on it or something, I don't know. I mean, you paint a picture in your mind of what things look like. And Complete's vision for how this looks is slightly different to mine. I didn't picture the girl actually being in the back of the cab with him. I feel like obviously that's something that probably a lot of people didn't probably actually imagine, but Complete managed to involve it in the direction of this video, which I'm sure he was very hands-on with. I also picture when they pulled up to the cemetery, it being like in the woods with like no one around. Obviously for the video they were still in the city area. They didn't show the outside, especially when he said like drive down this road slow, so it easily could have been, but obviously where they filmed it is in the city. I pictured it being in the middle of nowhere, and I think that's okay. I feel like some songs don't need a video. In some ways this song doesn't need a video, unless Complete wanted to include that detail of showing the girl in the back seat. I mean, obviously I'm assuming he's done this video due to obviously the popular demand of the track itself, but I feel like this is a track that could have done without the video, because Complete does a good enough job of telling his story in the track. Like, he paints a very clear picture, in my opinion, through his storytelling, which, as I said, has this effortless and this seamless back and forth, despite Complete being the only one whose voice we can hear. Earlier on in the track, he mixes in the story with the subtle details, and then the second half of this track is pure story based and pure storytelling, so it really grips you in. So early on it kind of breaks the pacing, and then for the second half it just sucks you in, and it is one of those kind of songs, especially on your first time. If you are a person who can listen to lyrics and you can focus on what an artist is saying, you really do get sucked into this universe and this story that he is creating. Also, the subtle use of sound effects such as the car engine and things like that also help build that environment, help build the story even more. And you know, yeah, it's a great job. It just is. And even though I don't feel like this track needs a video, I'm glad that he's done it, because I'm sure it will reach more people. Songs with a video always do. Either way, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Feel free to check out my track with Shook. It is dropping in a couple of, well, no, the track that we've done is out now, but her album is dropping in a couple of days time. So I'd appreciate you guys if you'd go check that out. And yeah, thank you for all the support and love on my channel recently. As I always say, to be fair, it's just been continuous over the last few months, and especially over the last few weeks. So yeah, I do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you, man, later.